17 seed survives. A feisty number 17 seed who was 14-1. And it's sudden victory right now here, 4-4, Boo Lewallen of Oklahoma State and Josh Heil of Campbell.
Both these guys been around a long time, and Boo Lewallen fought through so many injuries. Former #1 ranked kid, and really trying to finish his career in a great way to try to work through and be an All-American, be on the top of the podium. That's his desire. Josh Heil out of the SoCon, one of the Camels from Campbell.
Campbell won its 3rd straight SoCon title this year. Now just 10 seconds in sudden victory.
I think this favors Lewallen here because he's pretty tough in the top position here for the rideouts.
Lewallen, 3rd Big 12 championship this year for the redshirt senior out of Yukon, Oklahoma. He'll turn 25 in October, an experienced wrestler. Call him a grown man at this point as they go into alternating positions here in overtime.
Nice work by Heil coming up to his feet, but now they're in a crab ride position, and Lewallen is pretty solid in the here, and I like what Heil has done so far here, keeping his head up here, getting better elevation, and gets the reversal off of it. See how he posted his hands back there behind him? He's able to keep elevation with his head. Now with short time, reversals are huge in these ride-out situations, tiebreakers.
1 point is big, 2 points perhaps insurmountable with 30 seconds to go.
No question about that. Now if you're Lewallen, you got to be looking for the reversal or quick escape takedown. A little quick start right there. Gives a caution on it, but why not in that situation? 30 seconds left for your tournament life.
So Heil up, Heil out.
Wow, right there, right in ahead to the outside shot. He collects the other leg. Can he go ahead and scoop that bottom leg and clear his head out?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, but he's got to get his right arm out of there.
Wow.
He hasn't done it quite
Wow.
yet. He does.
No, nice job by
it.
Heil. Heil gets his leg back. Wow.
He couldn't cut that right arm across.
And they go out not because they were out of the circle, but because they were off the wrestling surface, and that stops action with 7 seconds to go. They had reached the boundary of the Resolite, and that's where the challenge break came from the Cowboys' corner.
Yeah, they felt they had the 2 before Heil was able to scoot his leg back and end up only with one leg being controlled. And we'll see.
Yeah, it'll be tough. Yeah, let's take a look at this replay. You see the action here. Heil moving, so he's scooting, and he didn't quite, Lewallen didn't quite get that right hand all the way across the body like you'd normally see when you capture a takedown. See, right there he has it, but by that time, Heil's already in the split position and off the mat. When I look at that, I focus on that right arm going across the body. Was he able to collect the second leg?
Some interesting cross-pollination in this matchup between Lewallen of Oklahoma State and Heil, whose brother Dean is a 2-time champion and 3-time All-American for the Cowboys.
The ruling on the mat is confirmed. No takedown. We're neutral.
So 7 seconds to work.
Big upset, guys. In the making. The clock actually didn't start.
Right, they went out probably, there should be maybe 1 or 2 seconds, I would say. That's something that they'll probably go to their monitor as well to get that squared away.
I didn't see it, guys. I'm sorry. That was 7 seconds. I'm aware, but that was still 7 seconds. You got to run it off.
This mat number 7 has had a difficult time. It's difficult for everybody because the head table is actually in the first row of the parquet.
It's kind of like the Great Hall at Hogwarts, right? The professors sit at the end of the elevated table.
Oh, hey, my daughter knows what you're talking about. I don't.
That's 7 seconds.
Harry Potter is all
Yes,
you need to know.
That's right. She's a prolific reader who loves those books.
So back to it, and almost a mirror image before, except this time Lewallen gets in on it,
I think he got that one.
and there's another break thrown. They award 2, but that comes after time had expired, so there's a lot more to be figured out there.
Well, I just don't know how they
Couldn't have kicked off some of those seconds.
That's
right?
very perplexing.
Oh, it really is, and I don't blame Scotty Sentis, the head coach for Campbell, there for being upset.
Scoring issue.
In my recollection, they started all that action with 7 seconds remaining in the tiebreaker. We'll get a chance to maybe take a look at that. And there was a lot of action, and they went off. And as you mentioned, Mike, that maybe a couple seconds or so, but who knows? Oklahoma State were very confident they got the points there, which, with the call the action the way it was at 7 seconds, I think that Lewallen got the points.
Yes, he did get the 2 points. Yeah. He got across to that other ankle.
All right, so this is the second 7-second period there as Lewallen goes for the shot.
Yeah, he scoops that bottom leg, and he has both legs at that point in time. That's clearly points. My question is, what happened the first time that there were 7 seconds out, and how many seconds probably should have gone off at that point in time?
And even if 1 second went off, he wouldn't have got that takedown right there because he got that takedown.
Yeah,
this is unfortunate.
Wow.
They just scored 2 points here for the Cowboy.
And there's a very legitimate gripe to be had for the Southern Conference Coach of the Year, Scotty Sentis.
No question about that, okay, because the previous 7 seconds had to count for something. There was wrestling action that was in the middle of the mat. Yeah, so we're going to look at it.
I had do-overs playing sports in the backyard. I just didn't expect to see it happen here.
Here's Scotty Sentis talking to the gentleman in the suit coat right there. Sport coat is Tim Shields. He's the head of the NCAA officials. So he's right there on the spot. He wants to hear what the officials had to say about that. And officials are explaining to Mr. Shields what occurred in their opinion.
Because they weren't ready. You gotta look at the time. I know. It is 14 seconds.
And the question becomes, if they do agree to rectify that issue, then do you go back, reverse the takedown that happened in that 7-second period, and then go back and look at how much time should have been elapsed before they went at it again?
Yeah, Mike, one thing we don't know for sure, what the time was at that point in time with that first set. So here's the previous with clock here that we're looking at. So that's the 7 seconds.
And the clock wasn't running.
It wasn't running at all. So I think that there should be room in the rules here to be able to contest that. That's clearly, 4 or 5 seconds. 4 or 5 seconds should have been taken off the clock, and
2 7-second opportunities. They were ready, but we rushed. They couldn't look at the video to look at the time.
I've got my stopwatch pulled up. We're going to take a look at this and see how much time should have come off. So they look at the replay. They go at it. Okay. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.97 is what I've got.
Wow. And it doesn't look like it's going to be reviewable because See Tim Shields there shaking his head, and the officials shaking their head, and I don't know what a disappointing way to win and lose a match.
Could have been a potential big upset there for a team that went 7-0 in its dual season. And will certainly come away disappointed with the outcome of that decision from the officials. So Quinn is getting the explanation as well, and as soon as he's got the full discourse from the officiating triumvirate that decided that over in the corner, I'm sure we'll get that as well.